first missions were combat assaults, where we were, at that time they were just Vietnamizing the war, and so our unit was just hauling. We were transporting South Vietnamese troops into combat, and this worked for probably about less than 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then I got involved. I got hooked up. One of the helicopters was the Charlie ship, command control ship, for out of our unit for the Vietnamese, for this Vietnamization, and I was put on as a door gunner on the command control ship. And so I sat in a helicopter with an ARVN 1-star general and an American full bird colonel.
Wow.
You know, and we literally flew around battlefields. You know, we were box seat watching battles. You know, watching airstrikes. You know, you knew they were coming in, and all, you know, this went on. And then that was one of the missions we had, and I went in and out of that mission for a while, and then we went into a night hunter killer mission with that helicopter. And on that, we just flew at nights. We'd have a box, it was like a big case on the beside one door. These were H models we were using, and we'd have flares, and these flares were about 8 inches diameter by about 5 feet long, to where you'd hook the cable on the flare on the floor and throw the flare out, and it was a parachute flare. It'll last 9 or 12 minutes, you know, coming down, and we'd circle an area, throw these flares out, and just fly through the area, and we were given full suppression a lot of days. Just anything we saw, we could shoot at.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, literally, and it was great fun. You know?
Well, yeah, I can't imagine. Here's this small town boy from Colorado that really probably wasn't exposed to a whole lot, except, you know, around in the area, and you're in the middle of all this. I can't imagine what.
Well, you're
what,
there,
what,
but you're there and you're in the middle of it, but you're with everybody else, so you're just part of the flow.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're nothing special, nothing great about it.
But I mean, was it overwhelming to you to see this firepower and being shot
It
at?
was ooh and ah, but it wasn't overwhelming. It was just you were part of it. You thought it was tough, but you know, you were picking up and holding an M60 machine gun that was, you know, just the tits up, the product that was the best used, and it worked all the time, and it was pretty amazing. And it wasn't like it failed and you were afraid to use it, or, you know, you were scared because it wasn't going to work, because there was enough confidence there that was every day was, I'm going to come back. So there was no
Really?
problem
Huh.
about it.
Wow.
You know, it was a day-to-day thing like that.
Was there ever any missions you're out on? It's like they were pretty hairy, and it's like, geez, I'm not sure we're gonna make it through this one.
Never had time for that.
Really?
Because by the time it got that bad, we were through it. It was just boom, boom.
But what about that? Then that night, you guys are back in base. You're laying in your cot, and you kind of decompress. Do you think does it come back to you at that point?
Usually you're back in your cot, and when you get that cot, you're so tired, you're asleep.
Oh, okay.
You know, and when you wake up, it's time to get up. You know, either you shower or you go eat, or vice versa. But you know, you don't. As far as the slum time went, I didn't have a lot of it, and we never really left the base with the MP with the first unit I was in. We never left the base.
Yeah, right.
You know, when I got into aviation, as a door gunner and a crew chief on this command control ship, then it was, you know, we went to places. When we landed, we'd get to eat with the officers in the officers' mess.
Oh, wow.
You know, we were with them.
Yeah, right.
You know, and it was just incredible some of the sights I saw there. We were flying one day, and it was on that command control ship, and we just flew over a canal, and I looked down and I hit this general on the leg. You know, you're not supposed to be talking to the officers, but I tapped the general on the leg and pointed down and threw a smoke grenade then, and informed the captain, my pilot, the major. I said, smoke out, blue smoke out. And he said, what's it for? And I said, there's something in the river, in the canal. And so we flew it around it a couple times, you know, and left. And that afternoon we came back. And the general had put a battalion in that area, just inserted a battalion of South Vietnamese troops. and it was like 6 or 8 2.5-ton trucks there, and they were filled with weapons.
Oh, man.
They took out of the canal. What I saw was the barrel of a 51 caliber machine gun.
Really?
You know, and we landed there, and everybody, you know, the officers were off there, and we were standing by our helicopter, you know, and the general came over to me and looked at me and said, "You can have anything you want." And so I brought back that SKS was in a bundle of 7 SKS packed together with two rifles, the slings of 2 rifles holding the 7 SKSs together, packed in Cosmoline, and they were in the river. But me and my crew chief, we both got a bundle of these rifles, not one rifle, but the bundle, packed in Cosmoline, new out of the box.
Wow, wow.
You know,